Right, there we go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to WNR League One Racing, week 3 here in Bahrain. As you can tell, I am vintage. Our usual commentator KD hasn't made an appearance tonight, so I'm jumping in the comms box. Quickly setting everything up. Good evening, guys. Already I can see you's on. Who we got in? Jake Wilson, good evening, mate. Cryptic's here, as we know. Roving Ninja, yeah, no one was speaking because I didn't have my mic on. Evening, Dylan. How you doing, me mate? Good evening, Cryptic, yeah. Evening, Sloth. Sloth's already asking who's going to win the championship. Me going to win the championship. Me finish last. Ugh. Excuse me, just getting things out of the way. Groovin Ninja is joining with us evening. Good evening. I think that might be Sam Swift. Okay, so as you can see, we are in Bahrain this evening as the mechanics are in the grid. We've got a full 19. No, a full 19. We've got 19 drivers tonight, one missing off the grid. Let's have a look who we're missing. I can tell you straight away as we see mechanics from Red Bull and Ferrari race out together. There you go, 4 cars out together. Yeah, I can see RG hasn't turned up tonight, has he not? There we go, that'll be a instant penalty, no doubt the boss will have already put in. As you see, Jake, why can't people turn up in this league? Why do people vote they're not racing and that person lost the seat now? You're right, mate, the amount of effort everyone's putting in, you can't even turn up. As always, jumping on board here with someone who has bothered to turn up. Bazman, who's leading them all out on the outlaps. As I quickly come off him, he's going up the second. Third DRS straight. Up the hill, turning left, taking it up the hill. Yeah, so let's see, we've got a lot of reserves in tonight. I'll bring them up, let you know who's in, who's not. So I'll quickly dive into the Discord. Yep, so in the Mercedes tonight, we've got Scorpa, who reserved for last week but is getting a full-time seat in the Mercedes. He's in tonight with his teammate Swan Shanks, who just managed to get in at the end. As you see, Scorpa's Bazman, sorry, the start of his first lap. He's going to set the times tonight. As you see, a yellow flag, that'll be for Ferrari getting out of the way, which brings up to a Ferrari. Both them drivers are here tonight. We've got Sanith and the bearded Dave. Ferrari are here tonight. Someone's saying Scorpa and Swan, what a combination already for Mercedes. Is that a team to watch? I'll certainly keep an eye out for them. As you see, Sam Swift is already retired, and I'll tell you why as when we get to them. Yeah, so Sector 2 time of 28 seconds for Bazman. Well, sorry, a 105. So he's going to set his first time. Yep, so we've got the Red Bulls next. Red Bull's a Maniac and Hugh Janis. They're both with us this evening. We'll just see. Basman's about to put the first time in on the board for 127. Very nice starter for him. Oh, see Joseph. Put in a 126.9. Very nice for his Bailey beats him though with a 126.2. Time's flying in now. Hugh Janis, 126.3. Yeah, people just getting the eye in nice and warm. Morski's in the night, Arik Morski, mate. Tommy for pole. He's a fair shout, isn't he? Yep, so back to the teams. McLaren, we've got our first reserve in tonight. BX37 Pro. He's reserving for the first time in the league. So welcome to him as we're about to see a Haas of Bearded Dave. Yep, he's just put in a 128. As we see, second reserve driver Chronic, who's reserving for me. Put in a 128. We have a Reynolds. See Reynolds of Andy Lou. He's starting his lap, is he? Yes, he is. So we're right on board while I go through the rest of the teams with you. Yeah, so speaking of them, Reynolds, Andy Lou, Young Tommy, both them drivers are in this evening. You see Young Tommy's put a 127 in. Andy Lou turns that. He's into his S's of sector 2. Swinging it right, left, right, slowing it right down for this tricky right-hander. A lot of people lose it. See Peter Bradfield's out this session as well. Oh, I don't know, that might be just some lag off Andy Lou there. Yeah, Alpha Tauris this evening. We've got Dylan. We've got Dylan in, as usual. We've got third reserve driver in, Sam Dewhurst, as you'll see, is Sam Swift Ninja, who's already out the session. As he is a reserve driver, and he basically dominated the first weekend of the season in Australia, he's going to start P20. So look out for a P20 with a P1 this evening, and then it looks like we're first lap there off Andy Lou was a 127.6, 127.5. Got a blue car coming in, so looking Swanshanks is on his out lap, Scorpa's on his out lap, he'll be next to start a lap, is he? By the looks of it, so we're right on board with Scorpa. And his nice Mercedes as he's coming up the hill, or a very tricky hill. And Alfa Romeo team tonight, as I mentioned, Chronic, he's in for myself. As I've moved up to the comms booth tonight. Make sure you guys get a stream. And he's joined by another reserve of Joseph. Joseph again reserving for his second time this week. Did okay in Vietnam, had a little brush with the wall, unfortunately for him, but kept out every driver's way, so he put in a good show last week, safety wise. And you've got the Haas team tonight of Bradfield and the Bearded Dave, as I see a Haas slowing down on the back straight, just to getting out the Reynolds way. And that leaves her with our sole Williams driver, Captain Infinity. He's been left high and dry by his teammate RG. I believe that's a second no-show in the third race, so yeah, unfortunately for him, that's not going to go down too well with the admins. Let's quickly jump back on board, see who's doing what. Right, yeah, so it was Scorpa, sorry. Looks like, yep, he's coming along, finished sector 2. We're right on board him as he takes the left-hander up the hill. See how close to the curb he's willing to get. Ooh, no, he's back right out here, hasn't he? He's slowing down, he's going to go again. So we've got, is that the Captain Infinity behind him? Yep, so Captain Infinity's coming up the hill. Up the go on mediums. You can see a lot of drivers just going straight to the softs today. Looked like he went 4 wheels off there, Captain Infinity, but he hasn't invalidated him. He's coming up the hill. Take the final corner. Tricky corner if you don't get right. Compromises your exit if you take too much bump. You can invalidate the laps. So Captain Infinity only manages a 1:28.1 on the mediums. So early laps from Faze Bailey, Hugh Janis and Joseph are really looking good. So yeah, Scorp had a really slow lap. So his teammate, he's popped in a 1:27.4. As Groove Ninja says, unfair. Unfair for what, mate? Sorry, I'm still not completely set up. As you see the drivers coming round. So, right. Who's next? Is that Menace Max? Yeah, 1:37, slow lap off him. Scorpion again. How's he looking this time? Yeah, he's going a lot quicker this time as he comes round to the back straight, taking a bit of curb there as you do, not too wide on the exit. Take a final corner and please. A more respectable timing on the board. Still looking a bit slow though as he came out of there. Yeah, 27, 28. Still a lot better, but only gets him P12. So Sanath is the only one still to put a lap in. We're seeing people on laps and out laps coming into pits. That's what no, that's Swanshanks. What's he going to be able to do? Yeah, P3 for Swanshanks. Is that BX now slowed right down? Yeah, he's coming into the pits. Renault there, young Tommy. Andy Lou, he's just about to start his lap, so we can ride on board with Andy Lou. This is about to take turn 1. Quickly jump into comments. Jake Wilson thinks Menace Max for pole. Again, very fair shout that one. And he's asking Cryptic if he knows if he can race. Aye, we need to know. 7:45 at the latest, 15 minutes before he's due to race. Oh, talk about the 11th hour. As we're seeing Andy Lou come down, sweep at right hand. Tight right hander. This is a yellow flag. That'll be for the Mercedes out of fuel. As you see the DRS open of Andy Lou. Andy Lou a couple of hours ahead of us, so it's going to be on a different server, I imagine. So it's looking a bit glitchy, but it's coming up the hill around that horrible right-hander. Oh, 4 wheels off, yeah, he invalidated. It's so easy to go 4 wheels off on that corner. Muck up your whole lap. So it looks like we've got Alpha Tauri next. There we go, Dylan. He's looking quicker. Definitely better than P9. Go 125, gives him P1. 125.8. Very nice there. So that'll be it's like a pink car. Is that, no, it's not Bazman. Where's his teammate? Can it see his teammate? Menace Max. No, Menace Max is coming into the pits. So it is back to Bazman, who's going to be starting a second lap. Quick look, there's Captain Infinity's on an out lap, so yeah, drivers are need to be coming out now, I'd imagine, then to get the last run in. Just a short quali, as we know, for League 1. Bazman into turns 1 and 2. It's very nice and tidy. Turn curve as he comes out, activates DRS. What kind of lines he taking here? A lot of curve. Yeah, he gets right wheel right over the curb. Stays off the curb that time. Swinging it round. No curve there. Does he run off? Keeping more 4 wheels on the concrete. Apart from that one turn at the end of the DRS zone, number 1. So right down, swing it left, no curb that time. Yes, that's a nice exit there. As you see, his DRS is opening up as he comes along that straight. It's as wide to the right as the right you can to swing it. Left up the hill, takes the curb that way but stays well away from the curb that side. As you all know, turn 12 is the killer curb here. Oh, just keeps four wheels on track there. He's coming up the back straight. What kind of time we're looking at here from Basman. It looks like this is be a good one. Yeah, P3 for Baz. That's a 126.2. Nice lap from him. Captain Infinity really looking to be better than he is. So I'm going to quickly jump into the Discord. Get you your league table, so the last, well, as you see, Captain Infinity's gone up to P5. Renault is at, oh, BX37, he's just managed to jump up one spot. That's one shot. Scorper, he didn't improve on his lap, so he's looking to go again. So I'm going to see a Renault coming into the pit, a Haas coming into the pit. It's Joseph, he's on an out lap, so he's about to start his lap. You see Menace Max is that here, starting a lap. As you see, Faze Bailey's retired. Boona's retired. That's Swan Shanks, he's about to start his lap. That'll be Baz next round the corner, he'll be looking to come in. Oh, he's invalidated. Yeah. Baz is settling for potential P3. Captain Infinity will be on his in lap, so we can jump on board with. That'll be Scorpio. Is he going again? Scorpio will be next to set a time, and then it looks like it'll be, well, it will be BX37. Yeah, so let's quickly find the League One driver standings. After 2 races, as you see, Scorp has now moved up to P3. 126.2. Good laps, lads. Keeping them very consistent. Electronic. As you see, Joseph's about to set a time. Has he gone better? And oh, it looks like he's just starting his lap, I do believe. That'll be Dylan's about to start another lap. Just to make sure. Yes, Swan Shanks. Medium tyres. Does he get better? 5 seconds down. So not sure what the time delay is from myself and the rest of the lads. We've got a Haas there, that's going to be next. Is that to be added Dave? Yeah, but according to my screen now, he's missed the time. And can it go again? But again, that could be a couple of seconds away, so I'll quickly run through. Basman's leading the championship at the minute with 35 points for the racing point, with Dylan second on 33. And you've got the second racing point in third with Menace Max on 28. And then we've got Young Tommy in fourth. And I believe that's Hugh Janis in fifth. The Red Bulls are very blurry on my screen. As you see, qualifying's now finishing. Scorpio, yeah, he's now finished. Menace Max, where can he go? P5 for Menace Max. As you see, is that Dylan? Oh, we've got a spinner. Swan Shanks has took the spin and then validated. now. He's going to come around the final corner. Gets his foot down. Can he improve? Andy Lou does improve to P7. Very nice lap from Andy Lou. As I'm just quickly looking down, we've got, and that looks to be qualifying over. Unless the bearded Dave did make it in time. He's going for it. He's up, so where the bearded Dave? Can he get into the top 10? Yes, he can. P10. Very well done, bearded Dave. As we're seeing someone else, Hugh Janis. He's just jumped. He would have been the last one to settle that. I didn't notice, but he's just put in a 1:25.9. So Dylan and Hugh. Ooh, some very nice times there, lads. Very well done. So the comments coming in. Blue Ninja, it was kind of unfair with Sam in Australia. Yeah, no one knew. But no one knew Sam at that time, but now we know who Sam is, so... He's been a very nice guy, though. It's Jake, Marvsky says, yes, Scorpa. Yeah, nice time from Scorpa there. So as you can see, Dylan P1, Hughes in P2. Very nice time. Look at these times. Scorpa 4th, Bazman 5th, Menace Max 6th, Andy Lou 7th, Captain Infinity 8th, Swanshanks 9th, Pierre Dave 10th, which leaves Joseph, Maniac, BX37 Pro, Young Tommy, Chronic, Guna, Jay Bradfield and Sam Swift. As Jake says, great times for League One. They are, mate. They absolutely are. All close as well. The two lads obviously putting in 125s, but 126, 127. That's going to be the time I'm going to be looking for next race. As Becca says, bloody heck, that's a quick pole lap in League One. Yeah, Dylan pulled that one out the hat, 4/10 ahead of P2. Let's see now, only a couple of people selected the strategies. Just waiting on the guys. Sorry about that, my microphone cut out. So, as I was saying, yeah, formation lap, always on. I notice Dylan's taking them on a very quick lap. As you can see, the dots on the screen, nobody's been a lunatic this season. We all know what we mean. Looking forward to this race. As you see, so Saneth didn't set a time at all, so he's starting P18. Bradfield at the back, he's going to have the pace to catch. Good race, Guna. That's a surprise for me, seeing Guna down there. Bigger surprise for me, I guess, is young Tommy. Whoever gave Tommy a shout out for pole. So quickly guess. Tyres on for you. See who's starting on what. 2 people going for the hard tyres, as Fizz Bailey's been disqualified from the session. Whoopsie. So we'll see Jay Bradfield and Saneth both opting for hard tyres. And we've got Sam Swift, Gunnar, Chronic, Young Tommy, the Maniac, Joseph all going on mediums, and we've got the whole top 10 and the X37 Pro opting for softs. See the cars now, just forming up. Wait for them 5 red lights. Quickly jump through the drivers. Of course, there's the 5 red lights. And we have a delay, and we're still waiting for the drivers to rev up. Yeah, we'll go, drivers revving up into first gear, and away we'll go, and that's a good start there from Dylan. Looked like a very good start by all of them, to be fair. As they're making their way down to turn 1. Oh, we've just seen a run up and pushed it wide. Fizz Bailey's just been a tap pushed wide there going into turn 1, but he's still on track and he's got no damage. We've just seen the marker for the braking boards fly across the screen there, but as we're looking to come to the first straight up the hill, we see Swanshanks is losing a bit of time, a couple of places. Oh, Swanshanks must have took a nasty spin. As you see there, Swanshanks dropped right to the back, but everyone else seems to have kept it nice and clean. You see the cars are already in the queue. So come to the slow right-hander. Okay, can we keep it clean through this first difficult corner? Oh, a little spin there by the Renault, but as you can see, all the cars coming through there nice. Oh! There was an Alfa Romeo there, that was going a bit crazy. I think it was Joseph, must have lost a bit of traction there as he came out of that corner, which has allowed the guys, all the guys in front of him, to form up a bit of a queue, but credit to the guys behind him who've managed to notice what he's doing and avoid any troubles as we come to the end of lap 1. Quickly get your position changes up for you. Swanshanks is the only real big unfortunate driver there. Turning on, you can see the top 2 are quite close to each other. So you should really get a look on the inside of there on Dylan. Just coming back out for now. Right on his gearbox, Dylan is defending. Ooh! Looked like there might be a bit of a touch. Dylan's give up the place, and that just allowed Hugh to go ahead, but I think that might just be strategy based. Hugh might be pushing a bit harder than Dylan, so if that's the case, you might as well let Hugh go ahead and kill his tyres beforehand. I've heard a lot of people say that, yeah, soft tyres aren't really the tyre you need to start on, but as we're seeing, the whole top 10 have started on them. You see, it's coming up now, yeah, still, oh, it looks like the Haas's. Yeah, the day might have been a bit slow coming out that tight corner. So quickly jump on board now with Hugh as he's leading them up the back straight again. Everyone seems to be keeping it nice and clean. No one's really getting out a big gap just yet. And the top 5 are kept it within a second and a half, so comments are coming flying in. Great start by Tommy. Yeah, as we can see, he's up 4 positions. Sam Swift Ninja, he's already up 8 positions. As we've seen him, a McLaren come up the inside. A Fizz Billy on Scorp, but ooh, Fizz has taken a bit of wobble. Good watch there by Scorp as his DRS opens. He's surely going to take this position back. As they're coming in. No, it looks like Scorp has just backed out. See now the top 3 are really starting to pull away with it now. Second and a half between, nearly a second between 1 and 2, 2/10 between 2 and 3, but already a second and a half from 4th. So the podium guys, they just don't battle, as we see the Racing Point looking a bit wobbly, and Captain Infinity's looking a bit slow going out there. He's back in line now, so as you can see there's a gap forming between him and Andy Liu. Andy Liu's up a position. Yeah, as we see, Sam Swift, he's up 8 already. Young Tommy's up 4. Unfortunately for Swanshanks, he's dropped 10. Still a long way to go yet. You never know, that turn 12 always seems to bring out a safety car too. You see now, Hugh Janis now is 1.7, 1.8 ahead of Bazman, who's moved up into P2, so he's took that position off Dylan. Faze Bailey now, something's happened there, and he's just taken 2 positions. The camera angles were awful there, so I've completely missed what was happening. But that 2, 3 and 4 have all moved positions. Dylan's dropped down 3 positions now from pole to 4th. He must be struggling on them soft tyres. Bazman, he's up 2 to 3rd. Faze Bailey, as you were, at 2nd, and Hugh's up a position. Oh. Faze Bailey hasn't moved at all, but he's gained a position. Now it's making more sense. Game must be bugged. As we see Joseph now, he's picked up a penalty. This is done for a corner cut. So easy to cut the corners around here. See now, yeah, Hugh just needs to keep it steady, not work them tyres too hard as he comes up to turn 12. Tucks it in, but I expect all the drivers to be super cautious as they come up that hill to turn 12. Tyres free. Just checking on Swanshanks. I'm wondering, I was going to say I wonder if it was just a spin, but as I can see, yeah, he's missing the right end plate. He's 2 seconds behind Saneth, so, but 2 compounds quicker tyre, so I think the quicker he needs to get in and get them sorted. But fair play to them for still going. As you can see, they're all coming down the back straight as we're on to lap 5 now. Hugh Janis 1.4 ahead now. The guys are staying. Tommy's a great driver. He really is. A lot of respect for the way Tommy drives that car. As I've seen now, Joseph's losing a few places. Boone has gained a few, so it's really bottom end of the midfield, just outside the points. As we see a yellow flag, and that looks like it's for Joseph, is it? Yeah, he's just at the side, but we've got a Ferrari. Is that Saneth? Oh man, Saneth he's took a spin on them hard tyres, 4 lap hole. He mustn't have had enough heat. Faze Bailey gets a 3-second time penalty. He's now 10 seconds behind Swanshanks. That's unfortunate for him. As he's gone. I've seen he's taking these slower corners a bit difficult. So as you can see, he's had a knock himself there. He's got some wing damage now. As you can see, the battle for the top 3. Still there as Serious Mushrooms in. Good evening, mate. He's saying Bradfield's on for good points if he doesn't bottle it. Where's Bradfield sitting? He's just moved up to P12. Have we seen Haas come into the pits? That'll have been his teammate. It'll be Edward Dave. Yes, it was. Are you getting a ring change or anything? Or is he just getting them? No, he's just getting them softs. Getting them softs off nice and early. See Saneth, yeah, he's coming into the pits. So, got Hugh Janis still in the lead, but he's lost that lead now. He's lost over a second to Faze Bailey, and we can see he's right up his tailpipe now as they're coming around that horrid corner. What camera angle we got there? Yeah, so the top 3 are back on for a battle now. Yeah, there you go. And there was no safety car for that incident. As Mushroom says evening, and Haywire says evening. Good evening, gentlemen. Marski says difficult starting on softs and not doing a two-stop. A lot of tyre wear. As you see now, the front two are starting as Hugh Janis is now coming to the pits. Yeah, so you're seeing 5-6 laps. Drivers aren't happy with the tyres. As you see, Hugh's going soft hard. Note in the comments here for soft hard will work like that. That's the one I'd like to find out. As you see now, yeah, all these drivers at the bottom end now coming into the pits, which is going to allow obviously Saneth to catch up a bit of time. Unfortunately lagging there. See it, Faze Bailey, who hasn't pitted, he's got a 6-second lead to Scorpa in second place, so that's how this guy's pitted. As you see now, Joe Bradfield's come out on the hards. Everyone else has seemed to come out. No, it hasn't. Joe Bradfield started on the hards. Sorry, Hughes. So Hughes came out on the hards. Everyone else has came out on mediums, apart from Menace Max, who started on softs and has gone on to softs. So soft hard? No, soft medium. Some interesting strategies here. Everyone seems to have a different idea of how to drive the track. Obviously float here and before a hard medium, which I'm inclined to do. Try. Otherwise it's a soft medium. Let's see now, yeah. There's the other drivers coming into the pits now as we'll have a look on board. Say Sam Swift Ninja, who started P20, is now in P1. There you go, lads and lasses. So it's taken him 8 laps. I know this pit's been made and he's still to pit. But himself and young Tommy, I mean, if young Tommy can hold up to Sam here, then, you know, maybe he's make things very interesting, isn't it? Bradfield's now in P3. Hard tyres, 5 seconds down the road. He's got a bit of a train going behind him, as you see both Alpha Romeos, Chronic and Joseph in 5th and 6th. Let's hope they can just play the team game. Cryptic saying, I saw some people aren't good with tyre wear and have managed, but I guess it's a lot of luck not to blow with the tyre. Yeah. Easy. Agree. Hard to defend against fresher tyres or the traction zones and lots of long straights. Yeah, if you've got someone on softer there, newer tyres, for me it's just let them past. The man in the lead after the first round of pit stops is still Hugh. But Faze Bailey's gone on to the softs as well. So he started on softs, moved on to softs. He's got a completely different strategy, as I was going to say the Menace. BX is dropping because he's entered the pits, which is the Maniac, and so that puts Hugh back up into 8th place. So he's got and I think he's just taken a bump off Faze Bailey, but he's got no wind damage. So maybe it might have just looked as if it was. Faze Bailey, obviously 2 compound tyres, lighter or newer, softer, or you would term that, but he's obviously going to be right up the gearbox and he's going to be looking to get past Hugh as quickly as he can. And Hugh might as well, from my opinion, might as well just let him past, because he's pitting again. If Hugh's going to the end on them tyres, and you know Faze Bailey's looking left and right and trying to get past him best he can. But Hugh's just not letting him go, as right up his tailpipe. There you go, coming up the left, coming up the hill. Faze Bailey's managed to make the move. Oh, sorry, it's down the hill, sorry, I'm into the wrong corner. I was in the right corner. I jumped, excuse me, jumped with his teammate for some reason. Yeah, Faze Bailey's made the overtake, but Hugh Janis is still right on his gearbox. But Hugh's just got to be patient. Fearsbury went a little wide coming out of that final turn. Guys are commenting. I know I started on soft rounds here, so I don't really have the clue. As Hugh Janis gets the overtake done again. Just allowing Basman. Just staying a half a second behind. Just keeping a look on this all the time. I'll quickly jump to the lads who haven't pitted. Bradfield's keeping within 5-6 seconds of the front two on the harder compound, but Tommy for the last couple of laps has stayed within half a second of Sam, so that's fair play to Tommy. That's great driving by Tommy, both on 9-lap old tyres. So I mean, for the dominance and the excellence Sam had at Australia, he's looking a bit more human if Tommy can keep this up. I mean, there's no denying he's not a good driver, but as you say, Fearsbury, he's gone back ahead now with Hugh. So they're getting within a couple of seconds now on the Maniac in 7th. He's going to be looking a lot softer, a lot more worn tyres than Fearsbury and Hugh Janis. As Andy Lou gets a 3-second time penalty. See, Sloth St. Guna's having a great race. Yeah, P4. Still to pit. Just hold it in there. There's not a lot. As we see, the two Alphas are in the overhead view. There's my teammates. My car. One of them's my car, anyway. Yeah, it's not too overly aggressive tonight. I get the feeling of it. Ooh, was a Maniac. Yeah, he was a little slow coming out of that corner, so his tyres are starting to feel a lot worn. As Fearsbury gets past him, but that's going to put Hugh right behind the Maniac. Now can Fearsbury get a bit? He's not going to get a pit stop gap, but gets a bit of breathing room to Fearsbury. Fearsbury can get a bit of breathing room to Hugh. That could make things a little interesting in Hugh's perspective. He's going to want to be getting past the Maniac as quick as he possibly can, as we get a virtual safety car. A virtual safety car is out, and that is for BX37 Pro, who looks like he's lost it out of that tight corner of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn 7 I believe it is. He's put the throttle down too much, and he's lost it, and sent it into the wall, as we now see it's disappeared, which is allowing guys to come in to get not a free pit stop, but a cheap pit stop, isn't it? It doesn't take you gain time under the safety car. So as we see, the lads are still chatting away, which is great to see. Sam, Tommy and Hugh is my top 3 now from Cryptic. Serious Mushroom, same as Sam, Tommy and Bradfield. Right. Interesting. You keep coming off the interesting battles. Oh, sorry. Right, I know you've got your battle for the front, but then you provisionally Sam and Dylan and Baz. These are your other battles. I do apologise. I try to keep it as fair as I possibly can. Cryptic is the lead runner on mediums and has 1 stop left, which is like 14 seconds quicker than 2 stops. As you see, Fearsbury is the lead provisionally, because the 3 guys in front of him haven't pitted yet. He's looking to make inroads on them guys, but as you can see, no DRS yet. Bazman is just overtaking Hugh. Oh yeah, again, just been proven. I've come off all the interesting battles. This seems to be the most interesting battle at the moment. You see Faze Bailey is right up at the gearbox though, as we've got a yellow flag in sector 3. That looks like Swanshanks has done again. Yeah, Swanshanks has come off again. Just holds up for the car coming past. He's a gentleman, is Swanshanks, as we'll see. Behind Dave's coming into the pits again after only 6 laps on his mediums. Get back up, as there's Joseph, a bit slow coming out of that corner. See, Faze Bailey and Joseph are having a bit of a battle, but Faze Bailey's took the position. Now he's closing in on Gunnar. Joseph had DRS off Gunnar. Looking a little bit laggy there. So the gaps are forming now. We've got young Tommy though. Look at this, he's right on the gearbox of Sam Swift. And they've pitted at the same time and they've gone onto exactly the same compounder tyre. So this is going to be them two for the rest of the race. You see Faze Bailey's overtaking Gunnar, so the medium compound runners now are really got to start looking to pit after 12 laps. Faze Bailey's going to be coming into the pits in the next lap or two, if that's to go off anything. Gunnar's entered the pits now, putting on his hard tyres. Bazman, he's coming past Joseph now. He'll look to get that move done as quickly as he can, but let's jump on board with Tommy. We've got Scoper close behind. He's right on Sam Swift, and he's got Dylan in front of him. Now it's saying 2.8 seconds on my screen, but as you can see, Dylan's not 2.8 seconds, 3 seconds down the road, as we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. That looked like probably nothing, just a car getting out of the way, because we can see it. Mercedes was going a bit slow there. That would be Swanshanks, so he's going to be a down, so he'll be getting out of people's way. Yeah, he's just let it run through. So unfortunately Swanshanks is being lapped. Fair play to him, he's just getting out of everyone's way. There you go, there you see, just saw his ghost on the side. Really keeping it together, keeping it right behind Sam. You see, right up on Dylan. Quickly jump up then. Sam's on the back of the grid, yeah, which we knew he would do. Need to give him a permanent seat. Oh, we quite happily have given Sam a permanent seat, but he's basically, after what we're seeing on Australia, he's like Premier League calibre. So, I mean, if he gets proven a bit more human today, then yeah, by all means, we'll look to definitely get him in. I hate it to see a driver's too quick, but with the third tier, and as we saw, another yellow flag in sector 3, that looks like Swanshanks has called it a day, yeah. Couple of bad spins, not the race for him. Instead of just keeping getting everyone's ways, just call it a day, fair play to him. See Tommy and Sam right on the tailbox now with Dylan. Yeah, Shanks out, sees Groovin Ninja. They've all done a great job so far, says Serious Mushroom. They have. The speed is definitely picking up. As we see Sam and, excuse me, young Tommy get past Dylan there. Dylan, his tyres are only halfway through the tyre life, so these two guys are really at a going at a fast pace, should we say. You see Bazman and Faze Bailey. So Bazman or Faze Bailey's came into the pits. So let's see what Faze Bailey's going to put on. Is it mediums? Yes, it is. So he's going mediums. He's possibly going to come out ahead of Andy Liu. Andy Liu looks like he's coming down. Yeah, Andy Liu's just crossed the start-finish line, so no, he's not going to come out ahead of him. He's not going to come out ahead of the Mercedes, Gunnar. He's coming out behind Gunnar, so he's got this traffic to get through again. He's a pit stop down, and he's down in 11th. So So he's got a lot to do to get some good points, especially a podium again. Jump on board with Dylan because this is the battle that's going on. Turn this tight left-hander. So some people ride the curb. As you see, young Tommy, he's lost a bit of traction. Dylan right into his slipstream though, gains as much speed as he can. As we saw, Sam was nearly 4 wheels off to the right because you've got to go as far right as you can to open the curve out. Throwing it left and throwing it right, but not onto that curve because that's the killer curve, as we know. Take curve on this one, but not too wide on this one as we're coming up the hill on the back straight. And now, as you can see, this is now the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. With the next round of pit stops coming up, there you go, Sam. With the exception of Bradfield, who's started on the hard, so he's got his pit stop to go. Provisionally, it looks like you've got Bazman leading the race. I'll have a look. Just to get you. Oh, the roll tyre penalties. So he stops. Yep, so Jay Bradfield, he's the only one yet to pit. No, started on the hards. Probably stopping for his mediums. So you can get P1. And you've got Baz, Hugh, some seconds between them, but then you've got the 4, 5 and 6 is the battle by the looks of it. Even though you've got Gunnar and Andy Lou, you're going to give them a quick look in. Because both these guys, Andy Lou and Gunnar, put in a good show of the day. They're pushing on Faze Bailey now. So that's it. Yeah, so Faze Bailey's on the medium, so maybe it's still a bit cold, but it's going to be something for Andy Lou and Gunnar to get past him. As we see, Gunnar took a lot of curb just outside the points. So quick look at positions again. Yeah, there was a good go. We can see Bradfield, he's up 16 positions. Let's see, Sam and Tommy are just pulling away from Dylan there. He's Sam himself up 15 positions. Dylan up 9. Definitely a bad qualifying session from him, as we see Sam over. Whoa! What happened there? You see cars coming together and spinning and end plates flying. Oh, looks like it's all gone Pete Tong for them in there. Whatever happened, Tommy's getting up to P3. We're going to keep on board with these guys who are right 2 by 2 through the corner, but someone, yeah, as we can see, a Red Bull's lost an end plate. You've got 5 cars now, all within a second, all looking for this next position. You see the Renault didn't notice. Renault looks okay. Dylan looks okay. You can see Hugh was just went far too quick into that corner and gone really wide coming out, and ooh, nearly right in front of the Mercedes. Scorpio was quick to react. Scorpio's now gone past him, but Hugh isn't giving up. But I think he's feeling he's the victim of an accident, but he just needs to calm it down, Hugh. These things happen, mate. The routes happen. Just get your footage in, get your report in. You see Sam, he's up 14 positions, but he's now he's now a second behind Tommy, with in between Dylan. As you can see, yeah, it looks like he's just come to the side there, getting out the driver's way. I understand it's frustrating, mate. Andy Lou gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I'll quickly jump into the comments, see what the guys noticed there. You know, back at Hugh. Oh, yeah, as we see, Hugh DNF'd. So unfortunately, it looks like he's crashed it on. He's lost his traction, and that's brought a yellow flag. Hopefully, because that was in the middle of the track. You see Andy Lou, but it doesn't look like there's a safety car moving. You see the blue dotted hue there. Nope, it's gone now, so we're racing again. It's just a yellow flag. So apologies for coming off the guys that you were watching. Yeah, here why I says there was a bit of contact. I thought there was. Combination of my bad cameramanship and dodgy angles. As you're seeing cars coming into the pit, Dylan's coming into the pit, Basman's coming into the pit. I just couldn't get a proper look at what went on. You see Sam Swift now, he's flying up the grid. Bradfield's still out in first though, he's 10 seconds ahead of Tommy. Really well. Have a look. Yeah, Jake asking how there's no safety car for that. The car was parked right in the middle of the track, wasn't it? I mean, there was definitely a safety car moment, but thankfully for Bradfield, it's, I guess, he's just plodding along on his hard tyres. We'll quickly jump on. Chronic's right back in the mix now. His next round of pit stops has really mucked up the grid, so I'm going to have to keep a quick check as Basman's gone past Guna on his fresher tyres. So comments are flying in. Tommy's a net P1 according to Chazza, is he? It's certainly looking that way to me, mate. Yeah, there's only Bradfield not to pit. Chronic's gonna lose positions. Oh no, could he? Oh, yeah, he's sure he's got to pit because we've still got 8 laps left. Don't think he's putting 15 in on them. As we see, Scope has just entered the pits. He's going to be getting a fresh set of softs on, looking to go at the end. So yeah, provisionally P. Tommy's on for the win. But as we can see, Sam is less than a second. No, he's 9/10 behind. But like I say, Chronic, he's come right back into the mix, but it looks like he's going to have to pit. So you've got young Tommy, you've got Sam Swift, and you've got FaZe Bailey looking like your net podium. As Cryptic asks, what if Bradfield doesn't pit? I'm afraid he's disqualified, didn't he? Got to use 2 compounds of tyres. As we see, the gaps are... That last round of pit stops really threw the grid into a lot of gaps. Closest battle with Dylan coming in on Joseph. Dylan second in the championship. Joseph reserve driver looking for a full-time seat. Did I see a flag or something? No. And the next battle looks like it's Sam on young Tommy. Why is it jump with a Mercedes? We're going back to Sam. So coming down the start finish straight. Going into turn 1 is Sam going to look for the moving to the right. No, it looks like he's just backed out. It's very, very nice to see. There you go, side by side as they come up the first DRS. Nice bit of space between them. There you go, side by side again. Very respectful by both drivers. Oh, unfortunately that looked like a bit of a wobble from Tommy. As we see, Bradfield has pitted. So yeah, you've got young Tommy now. He's sitting in first. As we saw, the Chronic, he's just took a bit of a wobble coming out of that slow, that left-hander. Them tyres really looking, they'll be dead on him now, I'm afraid. 9-lap old, still done really well. Another reserve driver in tonight. Quick look, Basman, he's getting him within The second to Faze Bailey. Dylan, yes, keep on riding on board with Sam and Tommy. Quickly dive into the comments. Yep, Mushroom saying Bradfield pitted. Quickly saying Chronic's done well. As we're interrupted by my son. Cryptic saying Chronic's done well. Chronic has done really well. All the reserves. It's been a very clean race for me. It absolutely flew by as they're coming 2 by 2 up that first DRS zone. It looked like it might have been a touch, but again, very respectful driving by both guys. It's like the backfire of the engine I'm hearing. Quickly jumping in. Marvsky's second and Cryptic's thoughts on Chronic. Seeing massive improvements. That's what you like to see. Lots of improvements in the good way. Was Tommy's penalty a 3 second or 5 second? Let's have a quick look. Penalties, there you go. So Tommy has a 3 second time penalty. Faze Bailey, 3 second time penalty. Joseph, 3 second time penalty. And Andy Liu, unfortunately, because of his drive-through, has 8 seconds worth of time penalties. But fair play to you guys. 4 drivers to pick up penalties as the side-by-side coming through that corner again. Through the penultimate corner. Who's got DRS? Alpha Tau's got DRS. That'll be Sam taking the lead into turn 1. Yes, it is. Tommy just staying behind him again. Full race used to, guys. Hats off to you, boys. Tell you, it's been some great driving. Him, Theo, for the last been amazing since starting off. Cough, cough, Cryptic, cough, cough. I'd assume I'd get thrown into that group of them too, you know. Me, Chronic and Theo. See Sanath now, he's moved up to 14th. Overtaking Tommy. Overtaking the Maniac. See Tommy right up the gearbox. Maybe last to first challenge for Sam. Definitely, mate. I said it before the race. We know Sam's got the pace. And we know them kind of things can happen. And when you're around other drivers that are respectful, it really makes it for much more interesting races. These two guys side by side, swapping positions. I think we've got 5 laps left to go. We'll quickly jump back on board with Bradfield, who's came out of the pits in 5th position. I don't know if he came out the pits in 5th or he's moved up to 5th. But if he finishes in 5th, that is one heck of a drive from Bradfield there. P19 up to P5. Dylan, not one of the big winners today. Unfortunately for him, started in pole and he's down to 6th. See Joseph, he's having a good battle here with Gunnar. There he goes. Just overtook Gunnar there, coming out turn 2 or 3, I believe. Yeah. He's just getting away. Is Joseph. He's a lap younger tyres. Extra lap of tyre where life is just happening at the moment. As we're saying, Scorpa, he's joined that little battle now. So the battle's on for the last points. As we say, Bradfield half a second behind Bailey. And Bailey's now half a second behind Bars. So the final podium, there's a nice little battle going on there. As we see, Sam and Tommy are still battling. I don't know where to look, I don't know where to go. I'm sorry if I keep missing things out, guys. This is a fantastic little race. This has got it all going to have it going on at the end. I hope I don't miss anyone out, and I hope I can get it all right as they're coming side by side again into turn 1. Wow, you got Sam goes too wide there, which has allowed Tommy to get half a second ahead. But that's not going to matter to Sam. He's going to have the pace to catch back up. Now, if Sam's just sitting there in lean mode, if you like, and just having a laugh, saying, ha ha ha, I'm still doing this, and I'm only on lean mode, I'm that much better than you, then I hope you're not feeling like you're wasting your time. But if you're putting the effort in, and Tommy's making you put the effort in, then fair play. Because I'm making this an absolutely fantastic race to watch. We've seen them cars coming up to the second DRS now. See the comments coming in, guys. I'll quickly have a look. Baz's tyre, come on Baz. Baz's tyres will die. This is cryptic. Jake, I think you need to give Sam a seat. Maybe Prem though. Yeah, I think this is the only time Sam's available to drive. Otherwise, I think Jake would have given him one in a heartbeat. Obviously, he's just a half a second because of his wide corner in the previous lap. As you see, starting lap 27, 3 laps now left to go. That'll make Bazman's tyres will be on 9 laps, so yeah, you've got a fancy for his ability to catch up and possibly overtake as Sam just takes the lead of the race. There you go, as simple as that. Half a second behind, nearly half a second. So we've made like 7/10 up in our corner, so we're no better. But take nothing away from them. Take nothing away from Sam. Nothing away from Tommy. The whole race have been back and forth, side by side, bumper to bumper. Driver of the day vote's going to be so interesting. So I'm just having a quick look down Chronic. He's done really well into the points. I think Chronic was my replacement for this evening. My teammate for this evening, Joseph, sitting in 9th. Very well done to him. Menace Max. Ooh, a little bit more human on around Bahrain. It's been a very quiet race from Max. I know how good Max has been towards the end of last season, when he reserved in the beginning of this season since he became a full-time driver. And then we've got Gunnar down in 11th, possibly a little bit off his usual pace, but yeah, take nothing away from this grid. So young Tommy still wanting to cross the line first, even though he's got that. Oh, Sam's got a penalty. I've just noticed Sam's got a penalty. Let's have a quick look. Both 3-second penalties. That actually for us is great to see. As Jake Wilson says, Bradfield for the win. Where is Justin? There he is, P4. Got to be happy with that. Got to be happy. Hope he does. If he does the same in his own race, he'll be over the moon. Only he'll be looking to qualify a lot better in his own race. But yeah, very well done. Cryptic's asking Bradfield to spin. No, don't spin, mates. Keep on board with these front two. Sorry about the rest of you guys. Backwards and forwards when I can. Jake saying first ever win for Bradfield. Where did Baz start? Serious Mushroom says. Let's have a look at the position changes as we're coming to the end then. That way. There you go. So Bazman, he's up 2 positions. So Bazman started in 5th. There you go. Sam Swift. Ninja up 18 places. 19th to 1st. Young Tommy up, 17 now as young Tommy takes the lead again. Now daft at the end, lads. Now daft at the end. It's the last lap of the race. So seeing them coming up the first straight. Yeah, young Tommy up 12 positions. Bazman's up 2, Bradfield's up 13, so fantastic drive from 3 of them top 4 drivers. Really nailed the strategy of the day. the penalties are picking up. As we see, Joseph's now got 6 seconds, so it could be a couple of position changes. But fair play to you lads. As you see, Bradfield. As you see, oh, that's the bearded Dave. Yeah, it looks like the bearded Dave's had it. No, it wasn't the Maniac. The Maniac's had a spin there, but we're back on board with Sam Swift. Where's he? So they're coming to the end of sector 2. They go up the hill around turns 11 and 12. So for his second race, it is looking like with only one corner to go. His first race in Australia, he's done a pole position and race win, and his second race in Bahrain, has he done it? Yes, he has. He's done a last to first to take the race win, but because of penalties, Justin Bradfield has taken the race win. Basman finishes second, Sam's in third, Tommy, because of his penalties, has finished in fourth, Faze Bailey's finished in fifth, Dylan's finished in sixth, Chronic in seventh, Scorpa has crossed the line in eighth, Menace Max in ninth, Joseph takes his final point in 10th. But wow, there you go, Jake Wilson said it correct. Justin Bradfield takes home the win. An absolutely amazing drive by Justin. Absolute amazing drive by everybody. There you go. Justin Bradfield, 86, up 16 positions to take the race win. Basman, solid drive, up 3 positions for second. Sam Swift did the last to cross the line, started last and crossed the line first, but because of penalties moves down to P3. Young Tommy down to P4, who moves up 10 and 16 places respectively. We're just getting the last of the lads across the line. Boona finished in 11th, Andy Liu in 12th. Unfortunately, his race didn't end as good as it started. Wow. There we go. Andy Liu's left the session. Sam Swift. Right. Well, very, very well done to them lads. Let's see who we can get. So, Justin's got to jump in. Oh, he's already there. We'll try Basman. There we go. There you go. Give Sam an invite. We'll give Basman an invite. Give him a couple of seconds. But yeah. And there you go. There's your final grid. Justin, if you want to join the party, it's the admin party, mate. I can't send you the invite because you're already there. You can see Basman's joined with, and Sam's joined with. You just make sure you've got your microphone set for people to hear you guys in the party settings.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Sweet.
I think I've done the settings for the thing.
Yeah, I'm sure Jake will let one know. Well, guys, as you see, Baz has joined in the party, and Sam has joined in the party. I'm just going to give Justin a couple of seconds, see if he can hear her and join the party. Well, as he's not here, we'll go in reverse order. So your third place position this evening went to Sam. Sam, very good drive for you today, mate. Started last, crossed the line first, but because of penalties, you dropped to third.
Yeah.
Had young Tommy with you the whole race. How was that?
It was stressful. It was very stressful because it was the complete opposite from Australia that I had the opportunity to reserve for. Like Australia, I managed to do qualifying and could relax up at the front, but today I had to cut my way through, and having someone pressurising me lap after lap after lap for the whole race was really, really stressful, I've got to admit.
I could quite imagine, and the fact that it's Tommy, who we all know in the league is a very, he's a very respectable but talented driver. So he's made it for an absolutely fantastic race. So I mean, but still credit to you for doing something like that. A Premier League driver did it in Austria last year, but to do it in Bahrain, that's absolutely fantastic, mate. So hats off to you for that. And if that, like I said in the stream, if you were just sitting back easy, this is a doddle, then then you're in the wrong league. But if that was a real challenge for you and you really had to work for it, then if them kind of battles can happen every week, we'll definitely look to get you in properly. Because that, honestly, on the stream, mate, and to watch, that was absolutely great to see. You and Tommy made the race tonight. But, no bother. Thank you very much for joining with Sam. So that was your third place driver. So on to your second place driver now, Baz. Are you hearing that?
Yeah.
Different.
Stressful race.
Yeah, it's kind of different for you the day. You qualified at the top.
Yeah, I struggled in qualifying for my pace a little bit, but I always back myself in the race. So, but yeah, it was a good race. Good, everyone's really fair and everything. So yeah, it was good. It was good. You know. I maybe should have got onto the hards, but yeah, Bradford just nicked it at the end. Lucky.
Yes.
I was waiting for FaZe to hold him up a bit more, but he didn't in the end, and he had his elbows out in the last corner. Fair enough to him. It's good.
I didn't take that into account. I was just focusing so much on Tommy and Sam.
Yeah, the thing is, I wasn't thinking I was catching up enough, like towards the end, because obviously they're on the hards and I was on the softs, but because my softs are going down towards the end, like the wear on them and all that. But yeah, it was good race, it was good fun.
Oh, yeah, it certainly was. But again, podium kind of go wrong. New to the league, as everyone will know. So well done to you. Guess nice way to get started. I believe that'll keep you top. And has Justin joined with?
Yes, I'm here, mate.
Oh, Justin, there you go. Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, as Jake said, I believe that was the first
I can't believe Justin beat me, to be honest.
I can't believe it either, mate. What's going on?
I don't know how this is going to rank with Sam. Sam's starting dead last, but he's ended up finishing third. Now, Justin's only started
Justin probably did better than from 18.
I think I was 17th, 18th or something. I thought, 17th. Gamble, put the hearts on.
Yeah. But yeah, one-stop strategy, mate.
To be fair, Justin, you would have beaten me by a lot more if FaZe didn't hold you up so much. But
yeah, well, I had a good battle with him. I thought I was a bit wary of him at the start. I was thinking, oh shit, what's going to happen here? Excuse the language, but luckily I managed to get past him. And I didn't, to be honest, I didn't think I'd get past Baz. I thought, well, I'll take second, and then I thought, you know what, I got you on that last little straight before the
yeah.
One's going to go for it. I'd expect, I would have taken 5th or 6th, to be honest with you, because I can't stand Bahrain. It's not my track at all.
No.
And I just gambled on the heart. I thought, you know what, just go for it and then see what happens.
Yeah, and it was a nice, clean, kept out of everyone's way kind of thing, and then next thing you know, one of the lads, I think it might have been Cryptic, was, wow, look at the race Justin's having.
Who was that? Who's the German guy as well? There's a German guy who was in the Red Bull. What's his name? He was quick as well.
Hugh?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah,
he was on for the race win, I thought, but obviously crashed out.
Yeah, I knew I had a chance at a podium, like literally when I come out of the pits, and I thought I was going to get ahead of you when I come out of the pits, but I didn't. Baz, and then I thought, I'd just go for it, see what happens. Yeah. I'll take that any day, especially Bahrain.
Definitely.
Well done, Justin, mate.
Cheers, mate. Congratulations. Second and third, mate. Well done.
the three years, guys, everyone you have made this to be an absolutely fantastic race. For League One standard is absolutely, it's getting better and better every week, and it's obviously thanks to you guys. The time you put in, and oh mate, I love this. It's great to watch.
I'm glad I got some points to constructors, to be honest with you. So
definitely
I'm happy with that for Haas.
Yeah, you need to get your driver points on in the next race, mate. Speaking of which, championship race will be along in 25 minutes.
Do you know what? Championship race, I think I'll be lucky to get top 10, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm going to put a fiver on myself causing the first safety car in turn 12. I lose it there all the time. Honestly, wheel's so sensitive and you hit that turn 12, but I don't think anyone, didn't. There was that one spin by Hugh, which didn't cause a safety car, and I believe there was a virtual safety car, which I have no idea what that was caused for. But other than that...
No, I don't know, no. Yeah. But
an absolute
fully concentrated on that.
Exactly.
Trying to get some points, mate, and I'm delighted I got first. Yeah. Probably won't happen again, but
and it's there on the world of YouTube now for everyone to see.
That's it. Yeah, that'll be the only one of the season. I'll take that.
So YouTube it'll be there. Get you to put it on the highlight video. It'll be there for everyone forever. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Nice one, mate.
No problem.
Cheers, mate.
Boys. Thanks for the race.
No worries, boys.
Everyone watching, thank you very much. And
take care, lads. Well done.
And we'll see you next week.
Same to you,
I don't know where we are next week. Well, we'll see you next week for round 4 in League One, and we'll actually see you in about 20 minutes for the championship. So take care, everyone. See you later.